This video is my reflection on this SSF2063 approach to social inquiry courses under guidance our lecturer Dr. Sarifah Sofia. I am Floranica Gerit Jackson and my metric number is 74847. When starting this course, I was introduced to the main question surrounding of this field of social study, like what is social study, why and how should we learn it. From this class, I have been able to understand each of these questions. For my reflection on our past assignment and our forum activity, I would like to say that my answer for the assignment and activity did reflect specific research philosophy. I said it did because we interpret research philosophy in our answer. When we learn a philosophy, it allows us to open our minds and discover what is truly important in life. Does philosophy only belong in the hall of academia? No, it belongs in the life of everyone. It helps us solve our problem and help us to make a better decision by developing our critical thinking. To justify my explanation further, I would like to talk about our answer on Forum 8 activity. The question was, which one of the statement that we believe most on the reality of social research? We choose that theory can help to explain the finding in scientific way. And our justification is we choose theory as the most trusted source of information on the reality of social research because theory are developed to explain and to forecast and also to comprehend occurrence as well as in many cases. As you can see, the answer that have been given was an interpretism because the answer that we have been given is not a flexible answer. We do not really sure if the theory really do explain finding in scientific research. As we know, theory require time to understand, and we as a student usually do not spend a lot of time thinking about theory. And also the answer that have been given cannot be guarantee as objective or true. And for the second question of my reflection video, research philosophy I believe in was positivism. Positivism is the belief that human knowledge is produced by scientific interpretation of observational data. And for the third question, the strength of research philosophy that I choose, positivism relies on quantitative data that I believe is more reliable than qualitative research. Quantitative research is more scientific in its method than qualitative research, and thus it's more trustworthy. In research, quantitative data provides objective information that research can use to make a scientific assumption. I also believe that since there are a set of law and rule that need to be followed, there will be a minimum room of error. This research approach also have a weakness. Firstly, positivism relies on experience as a valid source of knowledge. However, a wide range of basic and important concepts such as causes, time, and space are not based on experience. Secondly, positivism assume that all types of process can be perceived as a certain variation or of action of individuals or relationship between individuals. Thirdly, adoption of positivism in business studies or other studies can criticize for reliance on status quo, and in other words, research findings in positivism study are only descriptive. Thus, they are lack insight into in-depth issue. And for the conclusion, The above discussion clearly show that the inquiry method emphasizes our centered learning, where we as a student are required to look at problems and solve them. The important is this method can sharpen the thinking and give us a rich and immersive learning experience. This method also can still learning and self-study among us as a student. The inquiry method is very suitable and can be used effectively in the social study and, for instance, in the learning of history and other subjects as well. That's all from me. Thank you.